2020-2021 school year. What's up, you guys? It's Wake Up Cleveland, and today we're here with
Malachi Watkins.
So Malachi, tell us about yourself.
I go to an all-boy private school on the west side, and I play football.
Okay. So Kyle?
Well, today we're going to be discussing the digital divide, which we talked about in previous videos, and also how different schools are handling the quarantine and getting school shut down for the rest of the year. So all three of us are juniors, and I go to a public school in Cleveland, Ohio. Well, he is a sophomore, but I go to a public school in Cleveland, Ohio. He goes to a private school in Cleveland, Ohio, and he goes to a public school in the suburbs of South Euclid. South Euclid. It's in South Euclid.
Well, why you gotta put me out there like that? There's only one school in South Euclid, bro.
Brecht. He go to Brecht. And we just gonna talk about how different schools are handling the quarantine. So basically, the first question that I have for the panel, or us three, is how are y'all doing homework and different stuff like that? Like, do y'all still have homework, or is it y'all just going through like classes and they're giving y'all work? And is that like, you get what I'm saying?
We still got homework and stuff, but it's like we be having Zoom classes and our teachers tell us our assignments for the week and stuff like that. You feel me? So like we have like 7 classes a day. And the teachers give us assignments like, oh, you got this and this due by Friday, like 8 o'clock, 3 o'clock, stuff like that.
So you go through all 7 classes still in the day?
Yeah, like we have Zoom, Google Classroom, all that type.
So how long do they typically last?
Class should be like 30 minutes. Like check-in be like 10:25. Feel me? 10:25 to like 11 something.
And then they do the work.
Yeah.
You gotta turn it at the end of the week or at the end of the day.
It depends. Like it depends on the work. Like teacher might be like, oh, you got an essay due next week. Feel me? Give you a week to work on it, something like that. But it just depends.
Basically how my school is handling it. So we're typically it depends on what teacher. So every teacher at the beginning of the week assigns a certain amount of assignments. So let's say for instance my science class. My science teacher is gonna assign about let's say like 8 assignments, and in between that span of the 5-day school week, we're gonna have to complete those assignments by the due date. Or sometimes the teacher assign an assignment this week, but it's not due till 2 weeks later. So it depends all on the teacher preferences and how the teacher wants to handle it. But typically our teacher has office hours. So like say about my science
hours too.
Yeah, my science teacher, he has hours every day for 1 hour, but you have to catch it and you have to so typically it could be at any time of the day, but in the morning time you just don't want to have to look at that when you wake up and see the office hours. So that's how you can see like help on your schoolwork and keep in touch with your teachers. And also you can just email messages on Google Classroom. But basically our teachers assign about a set assignments that we have to finish by the end of the week. And we have to finish those by the end of the week and email them. If we turn in late, we just email them and they can put it in the grade book for us. So we still keeping in touch with our teachers and also with our counselors because we're doing forecasting. So we just email them the classes that we want, that we would like to take for the 2020-21 school year.
So all right, and my school so far, how we've been handling it is for the first 3 weeks, when the school got shut down for the first 3 weeks, like none of my teachers really contacted me and we weren't really doing that much. But then once it got extended again, my English teacher and my biology, which is science, my science teacher, they contacted me. And my English teacher, so far throughout the whole break, after the 3 weeks, we've been having to read a passage, annotate it, and we've been doing Zoom calls every Friday. So that's all we have been doing so far in English, just reading a passage out of the book that she gave us, annotating it, and then knocking that out, and then meeting with her Friday for an hour to 45 minutes. And sometimes technology mess up where it only be 15 to 30 minutes. And like we join the call, and some of my peers may speak, some of my peers may not speak, but it's a requirement that you have your face in the camera so they can know that you're participating and active in the Zoom call. And then my biology teacher, he just started really contacting me recently since we found out school was shut down for the rest of the year. And he's basically been giving us online videos to watch, and we have a 30-minute Zoom call we've been having it every Tuesday. And he is just checking on to make sure we're doing good. But if I had any troubles, I can email him. And a lot of it has been online. But some people don't have some people in my school and in my classes don't have the access to technology with the libraries being closed. So they've been trying to figure a way to get out packets. So I know Clinton Public School has been sending out packets, but they really don't combine with the curriculum that we were previously learning. So it's a little confusion going on right now for the people who don't have this technology that is needed. So basically, our teachers have been trying to keep in contact with us as much as possible, give us assignments. There's been a lot of Study Island and Khan Academy. And they've been trying to contact us, we brought all our books home, so they've been giving us little passages to read and stuff like that. So we've just been trying to work as much as possible.
So about another thing what he said that I kind of relate to, like a lot of the assignments that they're giving us at my geometry class, for example, it doesn't match the curriculum or where we left off at. So my teacher might assign an IXL K2, but like we only went up to like IXL, let's say C. So it's like we really have to learn on our own and like basically figure it out ourselves. And if we don't, I mean.
All right, so Malachi, this question for everybody, but how have y'all been doing y'all grading scale? Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same. What you mean by that question?
So like when they get your work, is they grading it?
But like sometimes they change it for us, like where we don't have homework on the weekends. So like it's this thing called Membe, where we got to do 3 20-minute sessions. So that would be due by Sunday. But they changed that to where you only got to do one that's due by Friday. So like normally it's worth 15 points. Now they changed it to 5.
My grading scale, they just emailed me an hour ago, right before we started this video. And I don't have like, with me being a junior, my GPA is real important. So like the fourth quarter, we no longer have a real grading scale. There's no longer A's, B's, C's, and D's.
So
it's P and I.
What is that?
Either you pass or it's incomplete. So there's no like A, B, C's, and D's. That's how Clinton Public Schools. Well, CMSD is doing it. Well, at least my school, it's P or I, pass or incomplete.
Yeah, we don't have finals anymore. We don't got finals like at the end of the year. So
like I don't know. I guess, but like I don't know how they gonna do that. Is it just if I do the work, I can give no effort and just turn in something?
Yeah, that's what my morality teacher said. Like he just be like, just turn in the work, and you just as long as you turn in the work, you get a good grade. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
So like with my school, I really haven't seen any drastic change in the grading scale except just on certain assignments. Like my teachers say, if you spend a certain amount of time on this assignment, you can get full credit as long as you show honest effort. So that's what I've been seeing a lot in my classes. It says showing honest effort, and I guess like if I get 60% on a math IXL, but I spent an hour on it, I guess I'm gonna get full credit because I showed honest effort. I showed that I did it. But I haven't seen no change in the grading scale.
So you feel like your school? Do you feel like are they still giving you the needed education? If you was like in school, are you still fulfilling like the same time and effort as you would be doing in school as you are now?
No, not really. Because it's like, I don't know, it's not really like they teaching you, feel me? Like they just giving you work.
Exactly.
They just give you work and then they like, all right, do this, watch this video. You know what I'm saying? But like in school, the teacher like teaching that you got a question, you go to the teacher, you can ask them, they can explain it more depth. You know what I'm saying? So you just watch the video, you gotta watch it like 10 times in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you was talking about office hours, DJ. My teachers don't really have office hours. It's just whenever I email them, they get back to me. But like, how is y'all school got office hours? How they doing?
Yeah, they got office hours. So it's like whenever the teacher's free, like they free period.
So like I'm talking about for like with school being canceled, like I don't know how y'all office hours work. So y'all can only email them or contact them in their office
like
hours?
you can email them whenever you want, but I'm saying like they got a specific like time where you can do a Google call.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they'd be like, all right, I'm free tomorrow from 1:30 to like 2:30. Anybody can go on that Google call and then you can ask whatever questions you want. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we don't got
like
that.
that's their free period basically.
Well, we don't got that. Sorry. So with us being juniors, I don't know if this question will really apply to you, but you could throw your input on it too. I know with me and you being juniors, them SATs and them ACTs, they mean a lot for real.
Yeah.
Like people take them way heavy colleges and stuff. But you heard anything about like I had
I heard somebody taking one of my friends taking an ACT in June, I think. But I don't know if they go cancel it or keep it going.
Yeah, I know I had an SAT scheduled for the week where they start canceling everything, and they canceled mine like 2 hours before it started, and I had an ACT that would have been this week that also got canceled. So like I've been reading stuff where saying colleges might not take it or they might not look at it.
Yeah, they were saying like my dad showed me this article. They were saying like you don't got to take it. Like for the colleges might not even look at it. Like because they canceled all of them in the summer and stuff like that. But you know, like once August hit for us, you already supposed to send your applications
out.
You know what I'm saying? So like they were saying like they might not look at it and you ain't got to take it. So
and then, but for me, I've been reading somewhere they said they might have us taking them in September and different stuff like that. But like for me, with the SAT test and ACT test, I don't know how that's really working. And I don't know how different schools are preparing for that. But I know my school is like, right now they're making the juniors do like this little course, or they're giving you the opportunity to do this impact course that my mom enrolled me in. It's an impact course where you go through SAT and ACT prep, and they give you like a weekly schedule, and it's for 8 weeks. And at the end of that 8 weeks, if you're doing everything on time, and you're just being a stand-up person and knocking out all your assignments, you're going to get $200, and you're going to get like a chance for a college scholarship too. Yeah, so
like the scholarship program.
Yeah. And also, this could apply to you, but for me, I take AP classes. And at the end of your AP class, at the end of the year, you always have AP test. And for me, they're taking like, our AP tests, they're supposed to be like hard, and it's a point scale of 1 to 5. And if you get a 1 or 2, it won't count as a college credit. But if you get a 3 and above, it'll count as a college credit, and you want to take that class in college. So like I have AP English, and I took an AP government for my first semester. So I have to take both of them tests at home coming up. I think it's on around April 20th, on the week of April 20th, 27th. It's like in between them 7 days. I really can't remember exactly which day. But we had to take a test for 45 minutes at home. And it's like a shortened version. So do that like not apply to any of y'all? Like y'all got like state tests or anything that you making y'all take?
I mean, the test that
no, we don't got nothing. Yeah, we got it.
So like the test that we've been taking now is basically the same test. But me personally, I don't take any AP classes. I take just the normal classes. But like our test is just the same. Like we haven't seen any change in the grading or how we can handle the test. But honestly, I don't see the point of taking tests because it's basically no way to stop a certain student from looking at their phone on the test. Yeah, cheating. Ain't no way to stop you from cheating. So the test really, to me, what is it like? What is it proving? Like that you learned something that you got off the internet? Or is it proving that you honestly had an honest effort in what you did?
But I'm pretty sure teachers know, and I think they just going with the flow for real. I think they just, you know what I'm saying?
Because our teachers probably...
They already know, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody creating these little group chats and sending answers and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the teachers just going with the flow with that joint, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because the teachers basically probably just as lost as us, because our teachers, my teachers really, they said they really haven't heard anything about anything except from the first 3 weeks that we were let out. And when they let out the, just work for 3 weeks, and then we had to do that. But they said I didn't have anything.
All right, so thanks for watching this video. This was us talking about school, quarantine, and how our classes and stuff like that has been going on. So everybody watching this, thank you. Parents, keep your kids engaged in school. Try to help them mentally. Kids mentally stay prepared. Keep learning. Learn on your own, even if you don't have the incentives. And thank you.
Link in the description.
Periscope, for the clothes, link in the description.
All right, thank you.
Our Twitter and Facebook and Instagram is also in the description. Give us a subscribe, please. Like the video.
Click that.
Click that. What's right here?
Subscribe button.
I didn't put that right there.
I'm gonna throw it in.
I didn't.
Subscribe button. Right there.
Where's that? It's right here on my face.
Something probably above your hat.
Right here?
No, yeah, right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Hey, hit the subscribe. Hit the subscribe. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming. Hey, kids, keep learning, even if you don't like it.